Hey y'all, it's Rachel from Tiramar Farms, and I just wanted to give you a quick little video of the livestock guardian dog puppies that we had born here recently. I'm a little bit behind on when I wanted to do this, which I'm sure is not a surprise to anybody. But honestly, they're a little bit cuter now than they were when they were first born anyway, because you know, when puppies are born, their eyes are closed and they're like fuzzy little worms that are super cute, but now they're at the stage where they're like playing and walking around, so they're getting a little bit cuter now. But I thought I would just come and give you like a brief birth story and tell you a little bit about them and show you cute footage of puppies eating and playing and doing puppy things. So as you can see, I caught them at dinner time, but they do start playing a little bit more and not just eating toward like the second half of this video. But anyway, they were born on January 11th, which as of today, when I'm recording this narration, that was exactly a month ago today. You'll probably see this video maybe a couple days from now, but they are a month old, and it was super cold when they were born, so we had actually brought them into our house. We have like an enclosed back porch that's technically a porch because it doesn't have central heat, but it's fully enclosed like a room, and it has like a space heater and a window air unit. So we brought them in there just so that they wouldn't be too cold, and then once they got a little bit older, and I think they're about like 2 to 3 weeks old when we moved them back out to the barn where they are now. And we are keeping one of them, and she is the one on the left hand side, the little sable and white one, who is the fattest one in the entire bunch. She's been the fattest like from day one. She's a little chunk. She takes after me, I guess. She loves food. But anyway, she ended up having 9 puppies total, which was kind of a shock to me because I thought that she was only going to have like 4 or 5, and then she ended up having the 5th one, and then she had the 6th one, and they just kept coming. Every time I would think she was done, she would end up having another one a few minutes later. So there are 2 of the little sable ones, like Rosie, which is the one we're keeping, who is still eating in this shot even while her siblings have decided to start playing. So there are 2 that look like that. There are 3 brindle and white ones that look like their mom, and then there are 4 solid white ones that look like their dad, and they are about 50-50. They're actually 44% Anatolian Shepherd and 56% Pyrenees, because their dad was 100% Pyrenees, and then their mom was like 88% Anatolian and 12% Pyr. So they're almost exactly 50-50 now. But she had 8 girls total and only 1 little boy, which was also a huge shock because, you know, there's like a 50-50 chance for each puppy if it's going to be a boy or a girl, and all of them but the very last one were girls, and I thought we were going to have an all-girl litter until the very last one was born, which was a little solid white male, and he was the tail end late bloomer, last one to come out, and he was the only boy. I wish that all of my livestock would have that awesome of a ratio of girls to boys, because of course if you have like goats or dairy cows or any kind of dairy animal, you know that generally you want them to have girls most of the time, and most of the time they don't. They give you bucks when you want does. So I mean with dogs it doesn't matter as much, but I was just surprised that she had so many girls. And the little boy, his story is like the best part of the labor, because it was really just, you know, standard textbook labor. She went into labor, started having puppies. I was actually at work, so it was like, thankfully I work at home, so I was taking like a couple minutes to come check on them every so often when I could, just to be sure everything was okay. And she had them all fine. I got to help clean a few of them off that I happened to be there and see them, but she was doing a great job on her own too. And then when she had the little boy, he was very last, and I honestly thought that he was stillborn when she had him because he was already out of the sac. There was a little bit of what looked like meconium, I believe, and he was not like moving, and he was not breathing that I could tell. So I thought that he was unfortunately stillborn. But I still took my bulb syringe and I cleared his airways, just like I always do anytime I'm there when a baby is born. I always clean out their mouth and their nose as best I can and dried off his face. And then I gave him back to her to let her finish cleaning him up, just kind of, just in case. And so that if he was dead, she could see that he was dead before I just took him away. I do like to do that if we do happen to have like a stillbirth, which, it happens sometimes. So I was watching her clean him off, just kind of looking for any sign of life, hoping maybe he was actually okay. And I happened to see like a little snot bubble come out of his nose while she was cleaning him. And I was like, yes, he is actually alive. So I grabbed him back from her at that point because, like I said, I thought he was totally gone. So I grabbed him back and started like vigorously rubbing him, stimulating him, being sure again that I got everything cleaned out of his nose and mouth as much as possible, and rubbed him down and got him good and dry, and he ended up being fine. So I don't know if maybe he just needed a little bit of stimulus, or I don't know. I don't know what happened, but he ended up being totally fine. And I'm glad he was, because he's super cute. And I have no idea which one he is in this video because all the solid white ones, I cannot tell them apart at all. I'm going to have to get different colored collars for them so I can tell them apart. And then, I'll probably just leave the boy without a collar because he's the only little boy. It makes it kind of obvious who he is. But his three sisters, they all look the same unless I pick them up and check and see what I'm looking at, But they're all really super adorable. I kind of wish I could keep all of them, but unfortunately, of course, you can't do that. I've already found homes for some of them that are going to be going to work on other homesteads and farms. I know one of them, the one that looks like Rosie, her sister, the other little sable and white girl, I don't know if she's not in this shot, but I know she is in this video at some point. But anyway, she's going to live with Patera at Appalachia's homestead. So that's really great because I know that she'll be really spoiled there because Patera spoils her animals. So I'm happy about that, and I want them all to go to working homes because I feel like that's what they're for. That's their job. Oh, she's back in the corner over there playing with the other puppies. Is Patera's. But yeah, they're working dogs, and I feel like they need a job to do, and that's when they do the best, is when they can do their job. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the cute puppies. See, there's Cora on top of the other one with her butt in its face. But thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.